Hey guys, thank you for joining me. I am wanting to do just a super quick update on some of the products that I've recently purchased in various hauls and do a couple of quick tips on the makeup look that I have today. If you're new, welcome. I'm Veronica. Thanks for joining and I hope you enjoy this content and subscribe. If you're returning, thank you so much for hanging out with me again. So let's talk about this eye look quickly and then I'll give you a couple of quick product reviews. I did not film a get ready with me today because it's been kind of a hectic day. I haven't had like a dedicated hour to just film. So I've been putting on my makeup a little bit here, a little bit there, going and doing things and coming back and finishing up the look. But I used the Scott Barnes, it's called the Colourbomb palette. And I wanted to do a little bit of color because I do like a sassy Saturday look. It's the day that I really experiment with some new color on my eyes that I don't always feel comfortable wearing during the week for work video conferences. Here's what the palette looked like. And the tip that I have for you is about working with mattes. So sometimes people feel like they are supposed to have shimmer on their eyeshadow look on the eyelid. Like that's like a must. And that's not necessarily true. I want to encourage you all to play with some mattes. On my eye, I have this color Koi, which is this like turquoise baby bluish sort of blue. I love this color. It's one of my favorite blues anywhere in any of my palettes. I don't have a lot of blues, but this is one that I really love. And the tip is just to apply it with your finger. People feel like they have to apply mattes with brushes all the time and shimmers with finger, and that's just not true. This one did really well being applied, like pressed down. You see how lovely that comes on? Now you have to have a nicely pigmented shadow for that to be the case, but this one is. Now, not all of the shadows in the Scott Barnes palettes are amazing, but this one in particular I just think is really quite lovely. So my tip is just to go ahead and feel free to apply the matte with your finger, especially if you're finding that you're not getting like a real opaque look with it. Try that. You just have to be careful to make sure you pat it down and follow the contours of your eye and warm it up with your finger, like press down and then drag a little bit, press down and drag a little bit with your mattes. I have this color Peacock over the blue, the Koi, this other blue Koi over here, like on the sides, barely. You can barely see that, but it gives a little bit of light and shimmer there. And then I used Mediterranean, this darker blue color here, all along as like a crease shadow. I didn't blend it the best, but it works for today. And I used a brush that's a little bit of like a packing brush combined with a crease brush. So this is the e.l.f. blending brush. It looks like this, and you can see that it has a little bit of a pinched tip there, but it also has some space to just apply like and pat down rather than having to do the brush, you know, back and forth brush motion all the time. So I tried to get a little bit bolder than I normally do and really pull it in here through the eye socket. I'm not always comfortable doing that, but I know that it gives a good effect in terms of creating some depth to the eye. You see what that did? It like totally made it a night eye really quickly. And so my tip is to not be afraid to lay down the color, even though it looks crazy at first, and then just kind of buff it out a little bit. You can use your fingers, you can use your eyeshadow brushes, and bring it all the way out to like where it meets your eyebrow out here to give your eyes some drama. So that was fun to do today. I got a little bit scared when I first put that on. If you saw my last get ready with me where I used the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette, we nearly had a disaster there. So because I tried to do a really bold look. But the point is, go ahead and put the colors on and then use your fingers. Use a big blender brush, a big one like, let's see here, maybe one that's big and fluffy like that to blend out the edges, and just see what you get. And then don't be afraid to bring the look together with your eyeliner. So down here, I have Koi on the inner corner, and down here to the third, or rather out here, the inner third of my lower lash line area. And then I took the Mediterranean and ran it all across to the back edge, but I also took some of this Secret Service, this black here. It has a little bit of sparkle. That's okay. And then I took it up to the outer edge and then across the top of the eyelids. So that's what gives that the look. Is it the cleanest, neatest look? No. However, I'm not trying to get on the cover of a magazine today. I'm just hanging out at home playing with eyeshadow. And so the point is experiment and see what you get. I didn't put fake lashes on today. I just, did my regular eyelash routine with the Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara, which is one of my all-time favorites. It really does a nice job of lifting and darkening my eyelashes without creating any fallout whatsoever. No clumping, nothing. You guys, this is the best formula. Pat McGrath Dark Star. It is my holy grail. Okay, quick updates on products. Let's talk about my foundation updates. So recently I purchased, I want to say, yeah, we've got 5 foundations here. This is the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. I have mine in the color Tan 17. Excellent. Lasts a long day. I've tested this out a long day. It lasts the whole day. I've tested this out now at least 3 times, maybe a 4th, and each time it lays down a nice filtered effect foundation and stays on the duration of the day. Really fantastic. Highly recommend. I got mine, I think it was for somewhere between $17 and $20. I think I had a discount at Ulta. Go for it. Filter Effect foundation from Morphe. I also purchased the Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation. You may have heard me talk, if you listen to my makeup videos before, about the other foundation that looked like this. The Synchro Skin, oh my gosh, I forget what it's called, Self-Refreshing Foundation. So this is the newer one, the Radiant Lifting. I have mine in the color 350 Maple, and I was hoping that this was a little bit more impressive than the other one. The other one's fine, I like it, but for all the hype that it got, I was looking for more, and this has been nice. I love this. This is a little bit dewier than the other one, and I really like it. I love that it's radiant. Now I have oily skin, but I'm not afraid to use a dewy foundation on top of that. I like a little bit of glow. In fact, you might see some glow on me today, even though I have a matte product on. In fact, what I'm wearing today is, and I love the 3 that I'm about to tell you about, the Tom Ford, what are you called? Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. It looks like this. Now I got these at the cosmetics company store for a fantastic discount. Y'all don't pay full price for these. They're outrageously priced. This is in the color 5.7 Dune. That's what I'm wearing on my skin today. It's a tad light for me, but that's okay. It works. And I love what it did for my skin. It looks fabulous. Now, if you have not seen the videos that I have done where I'm like barefaced, so you can get a look at the initial canvas I'm working with, you can look back through to some of the Get Ready With Me videos in the past, and you'll see I have some discoloration on my skin and whatever. So these foundations do a really nice job of evening me out as much as possible without looking fake and phony, because nobody wants that. I've also used the Tom Ford Flawless Glow Foundation. Looks like this, and it comes with a bit of a pump. Not a pump, I'm sorry. Yes, it's kind of like a pump, like it's like that, and you have to drop it out of the tube onto your skin. So that part's a little weird, but that's okay. I have mine in the color 6.0 Natural. First of all, the packaging on these, you guys. So let's talk. It pops up like that. It's the coolest, sleekest packaging. This is gorgeous, frosted bottle with these white and gold details on the top and the gold lettering. Really sleek, but the better thing is that the foundations perform nicely. Really like this. And then the last foundation that I have, and I'll talk about some concealers and a few other products, is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation. Mine is in the color 6.5 Sable. Love this too. It's a little bit dewier than what I have on today, the Traceless Matte, for example, but really quite nice. Goes on smoothly, can be really full coverage. Really like this. Now, let's talk about some concealers that I have been playing with. I have 4 for you. One is the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I tried the original Shape Tape. It was too drying for me. This one is in the color 29N Light Medium. It's what I have on today. Really enjoy this. It's a nice performer. Don't use too much. If you buy this, so it's called Ultra Creamy because it's more hydrating than the original Shape Tape. But if you buy this, just do a dot on the inside, a dot on the outside, and then use your fingers to tap it in. And you'll have extra, so you can bring it down and around your nose and all of that. Yes, this is a yes. Another one that I got as a giveaway, and it was in the wrong color, but it kind of worked out. So this was a weird thing. The MAC Pro-longwear Concealer. I got this in a goodie bag, as a goodie in a bag, sorry, because I spent so much in the store, they just wanted to throw in some extra for me because I'm crazy. This is really dark for me. This is in the color NW25. As you can see, it's rather brown, but it works. Somehow it works. I don't know if it's because of the undertone of this, because it's kind of peachy, but I put it on and it actually looks like supernatural. So tip of the day, don't be afraid to actually use a concealer that's darker than your skin than lighter. You might be surprised at how it works. Who knew? I would not have expected that. I also purchased the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation. Looks like this. And mine is in the color 3.1. I like this. This is not a love, but it's a like, and I will absolutely use this up with no problems. Finally, the Born Like This Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Born Like This, not Born This Way. I have the Born This Way version too, so I wonder if this is just a new name for a new formulation. I'm not really sure. This one is in the color Porcelain 11. Another really nice concealer. No issues with this. Again, going lightly, just tap, tap, right? 2 little dots, and then use your finger to tap. Also purchased, if you're wanting to take advantage of Becca sales, because Becca's going out of sale. I've talked about many Becca products in previous videos, but this is the Light Shifter Finishing Veil Powder. Spectacular. In fact, I was not going to buy this because I have so many finishing powders. I was like, who needs another powder in their collection? And the answer was me. I need another powder in my collection. And specifically, I needed this Becca Light Shifter Finishing Veil. This goes on so natural. Do I look cakey to you guys? Maybe I do. If so, put it in the comments. But I have done a generous dusting of this on top of my foundation a number of days now, and it blends right in. Really quite nice. This is in the color 3 Star Hugger. I love that name. 3 Star Hugger. So that's the Becca Light Shifter Finishing Veil Foundation. In the color 3, the Bobbi Brown Golden Light bronzer. I have Bobbi Brown's bronzer in just, I think it's called medium, and that's fine. But this is, it really is like a golden brown color. Love that. Totally warms up my face. This is everything. I got turned on to this by Wayne Goss here on YouTube, who's a makeup artist based in the UK. Spectacular. I am liking also the Kosas Air Brow. It's like a eyeshadow, eyebrow gel, and this is in the color chocolate medium chocolate brown. And I like the color that it makes my eyebrows. It takes it from like that ashy dark brown color to this lighter, like has like a hint of golden brown in it. Really like this. Not a spectacular formula. It's more about the color for me. The formula is fine. What I do like about the formula is that it does not make your eyebrows stiff. You know how some, like, they lock them into place? This is a very natural feeling formula. So that's the Kosas, K-O-S-A-S, Kosas Air Brow Gel. And the last product that I want to talk about is from Tower 28. This is like an illuminating bronzer. Here's the box. Looks like that. And I was thinking about returning it because I didn't like when I first pulled it out that it was so glossy. It was almost like Vaseline with some brown shimmer. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm supposed to bronze with that? But so here's what I decided to do. It's in the color West Coast. Instead of using it as a bronzer, I'm using it to put on over my bronzer. So if my cheeks look like they have a lot of luminosity, it's because I put that Bobbi Brown golden light bronzer down and then use my fingers to tap over that, like in this area, and kind of smooth around. And then, you guys, I'm forgetting two important products to update you on. I put a newer product on top of that, and also new product rather, and that's the Natasha Denona I Need a Glow highlighter. This is a sleeper product. And what I mean by that is you start to put it on your face and you're like, oh my gosh, that felt so good. Bless me. You put this on and you're like, I don't get it. I don't see it. And then you turn your face and you're like, oh, like you see? That's just from a little tap tap. You see on the little tip of my nose? That's this. Up in here, that's this. In my eyebrow arch, this. Amazing. And it only comes in one color, but y'all, that's all you need. That's all you need. Natasha Denona, I Need a Nude Glow. But between this product on this part of my cheek and this on the top, I feel like my cheeks are lifted and have this like glow from within look. My face is actually much rounder than it appears on camera, but that's what happens when you use bronzer and these products on top. And then one other product I wanted to share before we close out this video is the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blushes. I already have Seychelles, and I'm not gonna go reach for them because I'll be digging around, but I have Seychelles, which is like a more brown natural skin color. And then I also have, this is a Ibiza. Hold on, I have to go look. Aha! So here is the color Seychelles from this line. I've had this, so this isn't a new product, and it's deceiving in the pan. It looks ashy, but it looks beautiful on the skin. In fact, it looks a lot like this. Like it gives you that effect with just one product. And then Mykonos, that's the color I was trying to figure out, which is this peachy, pinky, corally color that is divine. And so Ibiza, the color Ibiza, I'm trying to get this open, is a lot cooler toned, almost a little like mauvey, purpley, but I have it on. And with those other two products, the bronzer and the Tower 28 Bronzino, that's what it's called, of the Bronzino in West Coast, it gives that overall effect. So that's what we got going on today, y'all. Nothing new on the lips that you haven't heard about before. So that's it. That's my product update. Hope that's helpful to you if you're considering any of those products. The Tom Ford foundations are an absolute thumbs up. All of those concealers, the Becca, I mean, it's just been a home run on all of these. I still don't know whether I love the Tower 28 Bronzino, but I'm gonna make it work as a topper for bronzer. Okay, not as a bronzer on its own. That it just was not getting it for me as a bronzer on its own. This, however, Bobbi Brown Golden Light saves the day. Okay, that's all I got. Let me know what new products have been working for you lately, or what you think of these products if you have them. Have a great day. Take care, y'all.